Yo, what it do? It's your NOLA partner, August Alsina, all the way out here in the Bay. And you checking out my interview and my performance on 106kmel.com. Believe that.
106 KMEL.
Welcome, everybody, to the 106 KMEL VIP Lounge. I am your girl, Shay Diddy, and I have the pleasure of sitting down with August Alsina.
What's up?
How you doing, love?
I'm cold.
You cold?
Yeah.
Somebody turn the heat up one time. I don't want you, feel me, getting the shakes up in here. So you on tour right now?
Yep, with 2 Chainz and Pusha T right now. We just was out here last night.
I know.
It was turned.
I heard there was a lot of ladies in the building.
Every time I come out here, they show love. Every time.
So every time. What's the craziest thing that's happened on tour?
We really just not kind of kicking it off. So like nothing major really happened.
But you were on tour last year with The Dream and Kelly.
But see, that's different. It wasn't really a like real tour.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not to take anything away from it, but it wasn't. I didn't have a bus. It was, you know.
So this is the real tour life for you.
Yeah, this is like a real tour experience.
Okay.
You know?
Well, I know you've been to San Francisco a few times, but for people who may not be as familiar, who is August Alsina? How would you define yourself?
I'm still trying to figure myself out, so I don't know if I could define myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have a real understanding of who I am, and I know where I come from, and I know that I represent the hood, I represent the people. So I'm just young and grinding and trying to get it and trying to survive like everybody else is, really.
Mm-hmm. You seem like
I found a way to do it legally too. So
he said legally
with my music, you know.
Yeah. You're from New Orleans?
Yes.
I know you were out there last week for All Star.
Yes, I was.
How was that?
Man, it was cool. You know, every time you go home, you gotta try to. You're getting pulled in every direction, and you gotta try to, you know.
Are the streets showing you love now that you're?
Yeah. So I mean, they've been showing me, you know, love. It's just, you know, it's just like
on a whole nother level now.
Yeah.
You can't step out the house.
Oh, no, I definitely can go where I want to go. I ain't staying inside for nobody. I mean, unless I feel like I want to stay inside. But they show love.
They show love. Now, tell me about your upbringing, because I read a story that you actually had parents. Your mom was a very supportive person for you and definitely took you out of a situation. But as far as for your father, or both of your fathers, your stepdad and your real dad, they both had drug addictions.
Yeah. You know what's crazy about, like, a lot of times people hear my story and where I come from, and it's like people feel bad or it's like a sob story. When for me, it's just that is what it is.
You
like,
kind of learned from that. And
you gotta live with it and, you know, play the cards that you dealt. But yeah, my pops, I never really got to know him too much because he was dealing with what he was dealing with. And it's more so of a it's a disease more than an addiction, you know. And I don't know what that's like, so I can't fault nobody. Like, I can't fault him because I don't know how he got into that. I don't know, you know. So, but yeah, he was dealing with that, and the same thing for my step pops.
Yeah.
And my step pops, he's still going through what you know he going through. But I done got to a point where, you know, when I was younger, like I tell a lot of people, when you a kid, your reality is your parents' reality, like by default. You know, whatever they going through, you going through. If we broke, we ain't got no food. My mom ain't got no food. We you know, we eat noodles every day. That's just what it is because by default, you know, I don't have a choice. I think that's why I'm so addicted to noodles still right now.
Are you really? Yo, you be dropping the eggs in there with the jalapenos?
I got noodles on my bus.
I hate you. Yeah. Come on, son. Damn.
Yeah, I got noodles on my bus. I don't mind like eating a pack of noodles.
You know the noodles are still like 25 cents. 10 for $2.
Yeah,
I'm just saying because I just stocked
up. It's a meal. I bet you know you get full.
Yo.
I still get full off of noodles. So
college students?
You can say what you want, but I'm
full. For 4
full.
years, all I ate was Top Ramen, so I hear you.
Believe that.
No, the reason why I asked you about that is just that it shows that you're a very down-to-earth person. You actually come from a real story. And at the same time, it shows kids who are dealing with that now especially in San Francisco, it's still a major issue, especially in like the Fillmore, Hunters Point, Oakland, all over, that you can have this around you, but you can still overcome that and take it to the next level. So it's definitely a great thing that you actually spoke on it and you're doing your thing. So, we proud of you.
Trying to do a little something.
We watch you. We see what you're doing.
Thank you.
So you also mentioned in one of your interviews that you were talking about young kids doing drugs.
Right. Did I say that?
Yeah, something about young kids where...
Half of the time I don't know what I say. I just be talking, so...
You just be talking?
Talk from my heart.
You seem like a very honest person.
Yeah.
You ever have issues with that, being too honest?
Yeah, of course. I mean, personally, with myself, I don't really mind saying what I have to say, but as far as like in my music, like when I was making my album and all that, by the way, that's dropping April 15th.
Yeah, we're going to get there. Don't worry.
But when I was making my album, sometimes I used to think like, should I say this? Like, is it? Because I don't never want nobody to feel like I said, my reality was a lot of other people, my family's reality. So I don't want nobody to feel like I'm, trying to bring them down or
putting too much info
telling
out there.
their business. But it's the truth, and it is what it is. So, but I struggle like, should I say this? Am I giving too much of myself to people? But at a point I was like, if I don't tell it, somebody will, and I ain't doing nothing but, cheating myself. Because let me tell you what it is, like, for what it really is,
No, real, because music's supposed to be inspirational, and you're only inspired by people who have a real message, and it has to come from your heart in order to. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, speaking of inspiration, Lauryn Hill inspired you?
She did.
Sister Act?
Yeah.
I think everybody thought maybe I could be a singer when they heard that Eyes on a Sparrow from Sister Act.
Yeah.
How many times did you sing that as a child?
I think probably countless times.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you still sing it?
I don't even remember it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Eyes on a Sparrow?
And I used to sing it a lot. I think it's one of those things like, after you do it too much, it's like, okay, let me just retire this. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's when I really first started, like, really trying to sing.
Right.
Because nobody in my family sing. Nobody do music. Nobody is musically inclined at all, like, whatsoever. So I just found something and stuck to it, and that was the song I knew. And I was like, it's probably singing that every day. Yeah.
I was going to say, can you hit that note still?
I definitely don't know it. I don't know it. If I did, I would, but I don't know
Look at his face like, can we get it on the monitor? We're going to do some karaoke one time. No, I'm just playing with you real quick. Now, your downtown video.
Yeah.
You had your nieces in there?
I did.
Are those the kids from your brother who passed away?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What made you want to put them in the video? Especially given that I know that you don't necessarily like to put your business out there, but you do.
I guess really because that really was more so for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if they didn't understand what was going on, but my nieces are smart, so they knew, like, they knew and they know what it is. They might not speak on it, but like I know that they know what's going on. So that really was for them, because I felt that they should be a part of that moment and be a part of the movement, because this whole movement, what I'm doing is like everything I've been doing has been for my brother, like,
for your family.
Yeah, and I feel like that's their daddy, that's their pop, so they should, when they get older, they'll be able to go look at that, and, you know what I'm saying?
Are you close with them right now?
Of course.
So do you feel like you kind of
them like my kids?
Do you have kids?
Not at all.
So those are all your kids. You live in like through your brother.
That's it. I don't have no kids of my own.
So you're kind of like their father figure then.
I try to do the best I can. I like I said, I tell people all the time, you can consider me a role model. You can give me that title and all of that. But I'm 21 and I'm out here, trying to figure this out.
When did you turn 21?
September.
Oh, okay. Well, happy birthday. I know you've been turning up in the last 6 months. You know what I mean?
Not really.